He's one of the most interesting characters in the NFL. But Cody Mauch never expected to be here. He thought he'd be a farmer.
And I expected to be a practice player for 5 years and go back and start farming, and it turned into something pretty fun.
To understand Cody's journey, we gotta go back to his tiny hometown.
From Hankinson, North Dakota. I have a big family. I have 7 siblings. Grew up on a farm. Been working on it my whole life. So, was able to learn hard work at a young age.
And that work ethic translated to sports, where Cody developed his signature look.
I got my teeth knocked out in a 7th grade conference championship basketball game. Just diving for a loose ball, and I ran into one of my buddies' heads and had to go to the doctor and get him pulled out. A couple years ago, I just kind of stopped wearing my retainer and just kind of embraced the no 2 front teeth look. At some point, I decided to save some money on haircuts, and I just kind of started growing my hair out, and that's just kind of my look.
It's not the most popular thing or the thing I want to be known for, but it's kind of cool.
But basketball wasn't the only sport he played. Cody also played football, just not the kind most people are used to, because it was 9-man football.
To me, it was weird to start playing with 11 guys on the field. I think we had 17 kids on our team, so we couldn't even go 9-on-9 in practice. We had to have coaches step in or a trash can out there somewhere, and you kind of do have to play every position. I was the tight end, DN. If our quarterback went down, I go play quarterback. And
Wow.
I was the kicker. My buddies and I joke, I think 9-man ball, we're like, yeah, that's real football right there. It's like what we knew,
Yeah. After his junior year, Cody grew to 6'4", 220 pounds. And he became a legit tight end, but his offers were slim.
I wasn't heavily recruited at all. I was really just a tall kid, skinny kid, a 215-pound tight end, and didn't have any offers. I had a couple D2 offers. That was the biggest I had, and it was always the dream to go play for NDSU. That's the NFL team up there in North Dakota. If you can go play at NDSU, you're good. I think it was maybe January, they called me and offered me a preferred walk-on spot. It was just kind of the call I was always waiting for. NDSU calls you no matter what the role is. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that.
Right.
First fall camp, I wasn't there with them. There's X amount of guys or X amount of roster spots for fall camp. I did make the cut. I was just going to start once school started. But it was 7 days into fall camp, and I'm driving truck. We were doing straw at the time, and I get a call from NDSU saying, hey, one of our DNs tore his ACL. Could you come play DN? So I get to NDSU that fall camp, 7 days behind everyone else, and I played DN my entire first year. I'm like, dang, it's a different game, let alone D1 football, but it's there's 2 more guys out there now. What the heck? So I just kind of on the scout D line, and then one of the last practices of the season, I think just kind of as a joke, I don't know, Coach Riley, the O-line coach at the time, is like, hey, why don't you come on over and just take 1 tackle rep real quick? And so I did a one-on-one tackle rep, and I'd never done that in my life, and I remember I won the rep, and then the next fall I was full-blown O-lineman.
And since that summer, Cody's diet changed.
The amount of PB&Js that I've eaten in my life, we were eating PB&Js all the time. You just get sick of them, but you still have to shove them down all the time. I'd be okay with never eating a PB&J again.
Not gonna lie, I've been there too. Just eating whatever to hit the calorie goals. But it makes you wonder, is that really the best way to fuel your body? That's why today's video partner is Factor. These videos are very time consuming, and at the same time, I'm trying to stay in shape. The last thing I want to add to my day is cooking. I gotta think what to cook. Then I gotta do the groceries. Then I gotta actually cook the meal, which is usually just some dry chicken. And then I gotta clean the dishes. Factor allows me to pick from over 100 meals. I just pick the ones I enjoy and match my nutrition goals, which is kinda easy because most meals have at least 30 grams of protein anyway. These fresh meals get delivered straight to my door. Within 2 minutes, it's ready, it tastes great, and I can get right back to work. Give it a try. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use the code MTAF to get 50% off your first box, plus free breakfast for 1 year. 1 per box with active subscription. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New or returning subscribers only. Varies by plan. Sign up today. Shout out to Factor for partnering with the channel. Let's head back to Cody, who became an offensive lineman.
So my redshirt freshman year, I was on the travel squad or whatever, but I, maybe playing blowouts, and that was about it. And then even another year after that, so my sophomore year, I was just kind of the extra tight end O-line guy, or, if bring in a 6th O-lineman, I was that guy. So I'd get maybe 2 to 5 snaps a game.
In 2020, Cody was finally the starting tackle, and he played amazing. not giving up a single sack.
I kind of was like, maybe I could sneak into the league and, be a tryout guy, something like that.
But remember, he was still very new to the position, and so was his body.
I was a 220-pound tight end coming in, and I'm leaving NDSU at like 307.
That's insane, 80 pounds. And even a couple years ago, like when I was making the transition, like you're putting on 2 pounds a week. That was always our thing. You don't want to put on too much weight because then it's not going to be good weight. It's a lot of discipline, still making sure you're putting the right things in your body, but it's been a long process.
Luckily, COVID gave him another year of eligibility. So in 2022, he was at North Dakota State for 6 years, he gained 80 pounds, and things started clicking. Again, Cody didn't give up a single sack, and at this point, he's a legit NFL prospect.
I wasn't even really thinking that big, I guess, at the time. My goal back 6 years ago when I was a freshman was give it my all at North Dakota State, win as many national championships as we possibly can. Whatever happens from there happens, but it's pretty cool what's happened the last few years.
His tape was amazing, but there was something else that made him stand out.
So you had some first down celebrations.
Oh God,
at
yeah.
NDSU.
I kind of just started joking, like doing it in practice and stuff, because that's what the skill guys always do. You catch it, you get a first down, they do something, and it wasn't like me mocking them, but it's kind of like, that looks fun. Like, why can't O-linemen do that too? So I just kind of started jokingly doing it in practice, and then kind of unconsciously, I just kind of started doing some of the first down stuff in games, and then people kind of liked it, and it just kind of like us being idiots, and like, I don't know, it was fun. Like, it keeps the game interesting.
Even though he put up an amazing last season, he still played in the FCS, so people questioned his competition. But he had an opportunity to prove them all wrong. The Senior Bowl, a place where college football's best talents compete in front of NFL scouts.
It's hard not to overstate how big this coming week is for Hankinson's Cody Mauch.
Like, you see these huge dudes and all these just freak athletes, but throughout the practices and the game and whatnot, you're like, I'm like doing good against these guys. Like that was a huge confidence boost for me. I belong here.
He had an incredible week, playing multiple positions on the O-line, and his draft stock went through the roof. But it wasn't just scouts that loved him. He became a fan favorite.
Really, I thought I'd save a few bucks on haircuts, so I grew the hair out and got my teeth knocked out in 7th grade. And got to get some sun on the belly. I think that's kind of the way it goes.
He's toothless and he's ruthless, Charles, with the way he's finished, guys.
Senior Bowl experience was awesome, and I was happy to be able to just kind of plug and play wherever they wanted me to.
Welcome to Kansas City and the 2023 NFL Draft.
Didn't get taken Thursday night, and I kind of knew it was going to happen Friday. So nervous.
Cody decided to host an open draft party at the community center in his hometown, Hankinson.
And we had no idea who was all going to show up. I mean, it was kind of just open invitation, like, hey, we're going to celebrate, the draft this night. Whoever wants to come can come.
And good evening, everybody, from the Hankinson Community Center in Hankinson, North Dakota, where history is going to be made in this town tonight. As the second round of the NFL Draft is underway, and one of the most prized sons, Cody Mauch, sits there waiting for the phone to ring. It seems like everybody from southeastern North Dakota is here. This is going to be something else here tonight.
Well, I'm pretty sure that nobody's home because they're all
they're all here.
I mean, this is nuts.
Oh God, I don't 700 people there maybe. Like, it was way over capacity. I'm sure way over fire code. Like, it probably shouldn't have had that many people in there, but it was packed. It was so cool. I remember getting the call and sitting at a table with my family, and they all kind of saw that I got a call, and I didn't tell anybody who it was. Even my fiance's like, where is it? And I wanted her to kind of find out with everyone else. I feel like that would have been kind of like a special moment.
With the 48th pick, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Cody Mauch.
It was just so cool. Like, it was just a whirlwind of everything you've ever worked for, from high school to college, just kind of paying off in one moment.
Now the next question was, where was he gonna play? The Bucs already had 2 elite tackles in Tristan Wirfs and Luke Gedeke.
Cody Mauch, guard, tackle, what? see him as a guard, see him an interior player.
And then now you get to the NFL and they want you to play not only on the right side, but right guard. So that was a big transition. It took a lot of the first OTAs, training camp, honestly the whole season to really get that down. So I actually played every single snap my rookie year, which was so cool, like something I'm pretty proud of. With all those snaps, you know, you just get a little bit more confident every single time. You kind of realize you're going to get beat. You know, it's not college anymore. You're not going to go out there with a perfect stat sheet. Everyone gets beat. You go back, watch the film, learned a whole lot, and it really started to show in year 2. Like I took a pretty good stride from year 1 to year 2.
In 2024, Cody made a huge leap. And again, he played every offensive snap.
That's probably the biggest thing I'm proud of in my entire career so far. Is 2 years and just, you know, playing all these snaps, just be out there and be available is something I'm proud of.
In 2025, Cody came in more confident than ever. And it showed, because in training camp, he went toe-to-toe with Jeffrey Simmons. And he stood his ground. The expectations were higher than ever. But in week 2 against the Texans, Cody took an awkward hit and he started limping. He still finished the game, helping the Bucs get a win, but soon after, the news broke.
Oh no, not only will Cody Mauch not be fine for this weekend, he also has been lost for the season. He's going to need knee surgery, and Cody Mauch now down for the year.
But here's the thing, guys. If I learned one thing from Cody's story, it's that this dude is an insanely hard worker. From 9-man football to a walk-on at North Dakota State to becoming a second-round pick, not because he was the most talented, but because he loved the game and never stopped working.
You're not going to get someone that's going to outwork Cody. It's been instilled in him since he was a child when he started working on the farm, and it hasn't changed. He will outwork everybody.
Like you have to absolutely love what you're doing. Like you got to love the grind of getting up and lifting and practice and all that, building just like good habits, and like that'll get you to college, and then you got to just hit it even harder in college. It's got to be one of the biggest priorities in your life. If you don't love it and you're just doing it for, you know, to be in the NFL or whatever, like it might not work out. You got to love it so much, I think is the thing.
Hit that subscribe button if you enjoy these stories. I got so many more coming for y'all. See y'all at the next one. Have a blessed day.